one of the ways that abusers cause you to become comfortable with abuse is often by creating a small action that steps you toward a greater act of abuse, like the goal of the abuse, without you noticing. And that's one of the reasons why it's really important to pay attention to the intention from which someone speaks or acts. What reminded me of this is the clip that I saw of Ted Cruz, where he says, he was talking about bipartisan agreement, and he says, why doesn't everyone come together to stop murders? Why doesn't everyone come together to stop rape? That's a paraphrase. It's along those lines. And then he puts at the end, after he says two things that are obviously and generally agreeable, he says, why don't we come together to stop attacking pedophiles? And doing things like that reveal intention. And it's done in such a way and in a place, because he was giving a speech in front of other people, it's done in such a way and place that makes it difficult to stop him and say, wait a second, even though that likely happens in your mind when you perceive it, when you hear it. It's one of those things that breaks through the veil of your understanding so subtly that you think to yourself, did I hear that? Because the breaking through of an intention that you don't want to perceive, you don't want to perceive anyone else's intention to protect pedophiles. It's not something you want to understand. Because you don't want to understand it, and because it's said so in a way that is, it's not totally subtle, right? Like he pretty much just said it, but it's said in a situation that makes it hard to stop him in his thought process, and it's hard for you to stop in your thought process because it's said subtly in that way, because it's slipped in with information that you of course would generally agree with. It makes it a lot easier for him to just introduce that idea to everyone who's listening. And that's one way that people get brainwashed into accepting abuse.